So there's this huge battle going on, I think a Cold War between the Philippines and the Canadian Empire, because both of these civs are on the verge of victory, but both are kind of, I mean, we saw for sure the relationship deteriorated in the last video when the Philippines denounced Canada. So, and I see both of these AIs doing little things to prevent the other one from winning the game.
So I don't know. I mean, this is just getting really insane. I can't believe the relationship. And this is kind of the cool thing about playing on a smaller map like this, is that we can we can obviously dive deeper into what is going on under the surface. Before in the AI only world campaigns, the only thing we can look at is really wars, because that's the most significant thing. But right now there is just like some amazing like diplomacy things that are going on between these two nations. I don't know. It's fascinating to watch. Wow, the Canadians still have that massive fleet. They have some Air Force units. No one's built the Manhattan Project yet, though. No one's built the Manhattan Project. The thing about the Philippines is if they do decide to declare war on the Canadians, well, I don't know if they really have the fleets to defend. Well, maybe they will. They've got a lot of carriers, and what's the point of a carrier? Let's go and double check on, besides obviously carrying aircraft, but, it's not going to help them out too much in their sea areas. I guess if those planes attack boats, it's possible. I understand. Military manpower again. Canada is growing a little bit. I think they've slowed down their aggressiveness. Now they are the fifth biggest military in the world, but the Philippines have about 1.5 times that size. So that's a big factor. The other big factor is the three eastern nations: Hungary, the Papal State, and Finland, all controlling a bigger military as of right now than Canada. I don't know if that's going to keep up. That might definitely exchange hands here. I wouldn't be surprised if something happens where Canada kind of gets back in that second spot. But I don't know if they're ever going to catch the Philippines. Maybe the Philippines won't let them catch them. I don't know. If they continue to take cities like the way they are, Canada's going to only get denounced by more and more nations. Prussia's denounced the Papal State, so that's the only problem, though, is right now there's a lot of denouncements going on because the ideology system is really split, and I think a lot of people are taking their sights off of Canada. They're letting these superpowers go at it, and that's the issue. Prussia has publicly denounced the Papal State. Okay. We also have an assigned... Okay, so this is a big one. So pretty much both of these proposals... and this was actually Belgium that is proposing this, not the Philippines. World ideology of autocracy. But this proposal here, Canada, if they enact this, I'm thinking they know that if they enact this is going to prevent a cultural victory that the Philippines, because Canada is the only nation that's going to prevent the Philippines from a cultural victory. By grabbing this proposal, it's going to let them generate more culture. And I think this would help them defend against the tourism that the Philippines are creating. World ideology of autocracy, now, there's no way this is going to pass. But I think it's important to remember that now Canada's dropped to 12 delegates. Let's just go. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to speculate after the proposal, and we'll figure out what to go from there. There's no way, though, that the ideology turns to autocracy. So another war against the Champa has been declared. And that was actually Bulgaria declaring war against the Champa. Now, the Champa eliminated Iceland, so that's a big reason why most of the world's going to war against these guys. Oh, I forgot that Belgium was right here. Oh, that's a big deal. Oh, okay. And the Congo have a new ally. And it's not Canada or the Philippines. Oh, it's the Philippines. The Philippines have replaced Canada. Ooh, low blow. Now we got split 2-2. Samarkand and Almaty following the Canadian Empire, whereas Milan and Congo, the Congo, are following the Philippines. Ooh, slap in the face. Now, world ideology, of course, it was not passed. We had nays from Canada, Finland, the Goths, Champa, Afghanistan, Mali. Well, it's just everybody. Only the people that voted for it were the Philippines and the Papal State. Now, we also have the cultural heritage sites, which was not passed, nayed by most of the world. That's a weird one. Why would they do that? Now, I think most of the world doesn't have all the wonders, so they're like, no, why would I want that? It makes sense. It makes sense. Let's double check. Again, we have to constantly check on the cultural victory. So I know, okay, the Philippines are still only 11 of 15. But it doesn't really matter. I'm sure they're going to catch everyone very soon. 4 turns to catch the Pope. How many more? They're actually falling with a few nations now. They're falling with Canada. Oh my gosh, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? I thought this campaign was going to end early, to be honest, and I didn't want it to because this is just too much fun. I think I could see this campaign going on for a little bit longer. Obviously not as long as the world campaigns, but still. Oh, you got to keep in mind that Milan, because the Philippines are at war with Champa, Milan is also. Milan could grab that two cities. Those two cities could happen. We could see like a Congo situation. The Congo are strong. They've got their own two cities. Afghanistan has denounced Vietnam, which is a weird one because they're both following freedom. Very strange. Australia has chosen freedom. Good for Australia. Sticking to their guns. Staying free. Very good. Seems like that should be their story. I mean, they're a small nation. They haven't been at war, but that doesn't really matter. But they're a small nation, and the freedom tenants will really kind of gear themselves good for the Australian Empire. I don't know if I should call them an empire, but we're going to do it in this case. How's Belgium doing? Now, so I think the Eastern nations have a lot longer than I originally thought. The Eastern nations could still come back, but, geez, you guys got to do something. And a big one is declaring war on the Champa. That could result in a few different things, but you got to take something. Somebody's got to take something. Whether it's, and it can't be the city-state. For Belgium's sake, they have got to take this city. It's not that big of a deal, and it's not that big of a city, but it's still something. You're still taking away a lot of power from the Champa, and maybe the Prussians join in, maybe Finland joins in. Prussians denounce Australia. So these things, who knows? Milan is moving in hard. Actually, yeah. So Belgium has a chance, but it's, actually, you know what? They actually can do it. They can grab the city next turn. Because of Milan and the niceness that Milan was, the nice little city-state decided to bring its, health down pretty low. Now, how's this war going on for the capital of Champa? Nothing really. Looks like they were kind of retreated. I think the Champa's going to lose a lot of troops, and that might call in Finland, and when Finland gets in, it's all over. Well, at least their capital's over. I will say that. Their capital's over. Did Belgium already go? Did you not take it? Oh my gosh, that's going to Milan. Yep. Ooh, mistake. Mistakes have been made. That was a big one. That was a big deal. Well, Milan's going to be the second city-state to have two cities. So funny. These city-states are really powerful. People like the most shiny things. We have Philippines, then Frederick. Wow, okay, Champa, and then Leicester of Canada. So Milan is allied to the Philippines, and they are cultured, generating even more culture for them. Big ol'... And, oh, wow, so the Philippines actually are allied to the biggest city-states of the world, both the Congo and Milan. Irritational, and they're granting them military units. That's the big deal. That's the thing. Now, where are the Philippines trying to attack towards? Are they trying to go for the Champa? Are they trying to launch this huge naval attack all the way on the other side of their continent? It could be possible. Looks like Canada's still remained at war. Ooh, what is this? Yep, that's the Eastern nations finally going at it. So what is this exactly, though? I always get confused. So that's Mali versus Henry Parks. I always get confused about who exactly Henry Parks is because the black, it doesn't tell me much. I'm assuming is something. Henry Parks is Australia, no. Finland and Mali. Oh no. Well, does Finland have open borders through Hungary's territory? I don't think they would. I don't think Hungary would give Finland that sort of opportunity, but still, Mali can do a lot, maybe, to go after Sydney. Did they already take the city over? Was it that fast? Yes, that was that fast. Ooh, it's about time. Now, Bulgaria, I believe, has open borders through Canadian territory. So, well, we'll see right now. But the Pope has also declared war on Crum. Philippines have declared their own war against the Vietnamese. What, is this world just going to break down into utter chaos? Because that's what I'm seeing right now. Seeing absolute utter chaos is starting to go down. Belgium continuing to go forward, but the Champa have a lot of money. We saw that, and they're purchasing a lot of units. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, so Albert's Bulgaria. So Australia just declared another war against Bulgaria. We also have Belgium declaring war against Bulgaria. Finland, so Finland does have open borders, see, right here through Hungary. So that is going to be it for Australia. There is no way to survive this. Not when you have that huge Finnish army after you. This is big. This is really, really big for those Eastern nations. They have an opportunity. Now, where is Canada at? They're down to 9. They're down to 9. And why is it? Now I know why. Because they're losing friends. They took out a lot of Vietnam's territory in the north, as well as I think it was a combination of also a lot of people not choosing their ideology. Not choose. It's not that a lot of people didn't choose their ideology, but some of their friends that they had before didn't choose order, and that does take away votes. Wow. So I think Canada is really far away, very, very far away from a diplomatic victory. And it does seem like it could be the Philippines that could win this. But if they don't take after Canada, if they don't go after Canada, then there's going to be a problem. They have different ideologies. They're still technically fighting a bonus war against each other. They're getting a bonus because they're fighting a common foe. That will not be there for long, and that open borders will not be there for long. This could definitely be a stalemate, and it could go to the science victory person. Now, how are we looking at technology? I think it's very much looking. Oh my goodness! And Canada is only one technology now behind the Philippines, whereas you have Hungary also catching up, only 3 technologies behind. Afghanistan's always been doing good. I think it might go for the science victory. Surprisingly enough, I know that we thought that no, there's no way a science victory is going to happen here, but no, I think I'm wrong about that. I think a science victory is definitely on the horizon here. Because I don't think that the cultural victory or the diplomatic victory is going to lean towards one side or not. Mali's going hardcore, and I'm surprised that Mali's even stayed around for this long. They've done a really good job. They have a lot of troops, too. Now, if Finland actually wants to get something, they need to get some more troops over this way. They could probably take Melbourne. It's possible. Surprised the Goths haven't joined in. We have a few wars going on. Let's just double check because I'm really confused. And that's the great thing about having a smaller campaign is that we can really check about all the wars that are happening. So let's go ahead and erase this. So we have this huge coalition against Bulgaria, and that's because they're down to one city. The Pope, Australia, Champa, Belgium, and Bulgaria have all. Oh wait a second, and Vietnam have declared war on Bulgaria. We have the small coalition, but still a coalition against Australia. It's not really a coalition. It was just Mali and Finland joining together against Australia. Australia declared their own separate war against Bulgaria. That is about it, besides the Vietnamese wars that are still happening. Do we have anything with Hungary? I think there's a few other wars. Oh, that's all right. There's a coalition against the Champa because they destroyed Iceland, and people were not happy about that. So Belgium, Bulgaria, Afghanistan, the Pope, the Philippines, and Vietnam are all at war with the Champa Empire, the Cham Empire. Okay, so that kind of gives us a little bit of an update. I just wanted to I needed to do that because I didn't know exactly where to focus in on. Champa seemed to be doing good, seemed to be fending off Belgium for now. And because Finland is focused in the east, boom, Sydney fallen. Sydney has fallen to another thing. Oh man, and now the Philippines have grabbed this city from the Vietnamese. So Mali's done good. I have to give it to Mali here. Good for them. They survived. They didn't get off to a good start, but they survived. They lost to the Sioux really early on. They had a little coalition against the Goths. They survived that, and now they've picked up 2 cities, like boom, in a snap. So very good for Mali here. Hungary has publicly denounced Bulgaria, and the Champa and the Goths have signed a research agreement. It's big news. The Philippines jumping in there. Now Vietnam is down to 5 cities. They are coastal. Now what was that huge fleet going that the Philippines had under their control? Here they are. Boom. Yep, that's going after the Champa Empire. The Cham Empire, I guess I should say. And they probably are going after this coastal city. This is significant. I could really honestly see the Philippines grabbing this city. Over here, all the way in the east. And it's a good city to take because it's not too difficult to defend. It is coastal. It's not on the mainland of the Pangea continent. So who knows? Stephen has entered the atomic era. Okay, and they've got a Great War Bomber and 1 triplane. 2 Great War Bombers and a triplane stationed on this carrier. So the AI seems to be using carriers a little bit better. I feel like I've noticed little changes with the Smarter AI mod, and I think it is significant, I would say. Let's see what see the Philippines do exactly to this city. Good thing. I mean, artillery is still not around for the Cham Empire, but it is for the Philippines, and they are number 1 in. Ooh, well, don't divide it up though. Oh, and they're even transferring aircraft over. Dang, they're transferring it all the way across from the other side of the world, pretty much. So yeah, this city is going to fall to the Philippines. This might help out Belgium a little bit. Oh, but you know what? The Cham have launched their own offensive against Belgium. Almonte still allied to Canada. Canada's lost all those friends, and it's been a breakdown. It has been really downhill for Canada ever since the ideology system. And I thought this would happen, but I was afraid of a world going entirely order or entirely autocracy. You never really see, these games go entirely freedom, but I've definitely been a part of way too many campaigns where the AI chooses like one ideology and then maybe two civs choose something else. That's unbelievably frustrating to me. That I think is, I like that it happens, but I think it's too common. That's why I was worried. I was worried that Canada still has a chance, but this game's been pretty divided. Now, who's going to go after Melbourne, the final Australian city? I'm sad here. I mean, Australia didn't do anything wrong. I got to say, out of all the nations that didn't do anything wrong, Australia is number one. What did they do? They didn't do anything. I don't think they declared a few offensive wars. Boom, Philippines have grabbed another city from Vietnam. This is a real statement to Canada, I think. This is a real statement to Canada. Oh, I didn't even realize they were attacking here. Yeah, Canada's actually stopped their progression. They have stopped moving against the Vietnamese Empire, surprisingly enough. I think Vietnam's still going to survive, though. So, maybe it's you never know. There could be a comeback. I don't know. I don't know. I know that Australia did declare a few wars, but it was only coalition wars, I think, from my memory, from my recollection. I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure Australia only really declared on civs that were really aggressive. So this makes me unbelievably sad that they got destroyed. I really feel like they didn't really deserve it. This is a sad day. A very, very sad day, I would say. It's important to see who this falls to, though. It could fall to Mali, could fall to Finland. Either one. Finland and the Champa. Oh, that's interesting. They're friends, I guess. Afghanistan has publicly denounced the Philippines. Ooh. And are they going to take... They might even take... Wow. So the Philippines are going to grab, I think, even 2 cities right now. Nope. Maybe it'll go to Afghanistan then. I could easily see it fall to Afghanistan. But they got to go fast. And you know what? They don't have I don't know if they have the correct units here to be able to take this over. Okay, so a few people have given Vietnam peace, which they really needed. Vietnam has denounced the Papal State, and they've announced that Belgium is their friend. Upcoming session: embargo the Champa and world ideology order. Ooh, so this could give Canada a little bit more points. This could give Lester a few more votes in the World Congress. He definitely does not dominate like he used to, though, I will say. Now, according to the world, there's actually, who knows? If the Freedom Nations and the Autocracy Nations team up and they vote against the Order Nations, they have about the same. Who knows? There's actually a huge revolutionary wave for a lot of the Order Nations. Autocracy seems to be the only people that are satisfied, and that's because the Philippines are on their side. Lots of happiness issues, and the big one is with Mali. Mali is suffering from some huge happiness issues at -12. Let's see who Melbourne gets taken over by. Looks like everything's fine for now. Champa have denounced Vietnam. Ooh, it looks like it'll be Finland. Or maybe not. No, that's definitely Finland. Yep. Finland will take it over. How is this doing? Philippines, good. Oh, now Canada's coming back with troops. Canada's like, no. I cannot let the Philippines grab all of these Vietnamese troops. I have got to go after some myself. Wow. Pretty smart of them. I was going to say, if they just sit back, that would be really bad. That'd be really, really bad. Philippines have denounced Bulgaria, and the Champa have denounced Vietnam. Yeah, that would have been bad. That's very smart of them. They might be able to steal some things away. It looks like they did. They stole this one away from the Philippines. Oh, jeez. It's just going back and forth. And I think Canada's going to drop this city, too. Wow. Yep, and there goes Melbourne. Melbourne has been taken away by Finland. And this is a weird city too, because even though Finland has a big military, it's going to be an odd city to defend for them. For an AI, it'll be a really odd city for them to defend. Let's check on this Champa coastal city. They're doing okay. Hey, I got to give it to Champa. They've been a trooper. Who is this? Is Almonte at war with? I can't remember if Canada is also is at war with the Champa. We'll see. But maybe we could see another city-state with 2 cities. The Inuit tribe has denounced Finland. Another research agreement. Canada hasn't brought anything else over here. This city is pretty low in health, but I mean, it's possible. I mean, is Mali at war? Ooh, they stole this one. I thought that was going to go to Canada, but it didn't. That went to the Philippines instead. Now look at these ugly, ugly borders. Fascinating. So I think Canada will actually be able to grab these coastal cities. I don't know about this though, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.